Jim, you're ready. Well, I get a cue from the musicians, right? Now, you go up first. You read your part.
Ladies and gentlemen, sexists and feminists, live from the House of Horrors, we present the next in a series of redundant and meaningless debates to determine who will be the next president of the divided states of America. I am your moderator this evening, Jim, Mr. Impartial Doyle of Fox News, sponsored by Exxon Mobil, Citibank, Citizens for a Stupider America, Super PAC, and Bring Back Archie Bunker lobby of congressional meatheads. And of course, Dos Equis beer. I don't always moderate presidential debates, but when I do, I prefer candidates who can arm wrestle tigers on a train in India. Tonight, we present the most interesting presidential debate in the world. On the presidential stage tonight, we will dive into the issues, ask the tough questions, and cut to corporate-sponsored commercials every chance we get. So get used to the words gastric acid, warts, and fungus as we talk about the issues that matter to real Americans. Keeping it up, of course, I'm talking about the economy. The rules of the debate are simple, no biting. Other than that, it's game on. So I ask you, America, are you ready to fumble? So let's meet the candidates. Our first candidate claims that there is no matter in the hot topics of this country that matter. In fact, if he had any matter, he would only talk about the topics that matter. But seeing that he is immaterial, a spiritual candidate, lost in another dimension, if he's ever up against the wall, he'll just walk right through it. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Peter, the political poltergeist. Our next candidate slightly delayed. He's slightly delayed our next candidate. Good job. Beautiful, beautiful. Our next candidate, slightly delayed as the Secret Service is still detecting the emission levels of the Volkswagen lodged in his comb-over. Daddy's little devil, the man who has everything but a map of a woman's private anatomy. Give it up for Satan. I mean, Donald Trump. I mean, give it up for Donald Mumps. Our next candidate is a lady in waiting. I mean, she's been waiting a long time for the American public to forget a minor infidelity. I mean, a trivial transgression. I mean, a roll in the hay in the White House. Okay, people, when are we going to stop talking about it? It was just a blowjob. For crying out loud.
Doesn't matter.
I present the former Secretary of Dementia and first vampira to run for office. Give it up for Hillary Bitton. Candidate hails from the Jack the Ripper School of Medicine, recipient of the London Academy for Split Personality Award, honorary chairman of the Fickle Foundation, and all-around screwed up and deranged schizophrenic, I mean, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Mom always said, sometimes you gotta be the fool in life. So, goblins and ghouls, let's hear from the candidates as they make their opening statements.
My, this crowd looks nice and feisty. Makes me feel all poltergeisty. I put my vapors on your table, let you know I'm smart and able. Haunting now just gives me asthma, breaking down my protoplasma. I'll set aside my ghostly screaming for some power to give us meaning. I seek your vote with all my might and hope you use your given right to vote me in, and you will see a vote for me will set you free. I'll put a chicken in your pot and inventory all you got. I'll pass the laws to make us happy, make you all my sugar daddy. It's win-win time for all you voters as I rev up the coffer motors. I'll review those bad tax dollars if you'll loan me your hard-earned dollars. Don't you worry your little heads about specifics. Like I said, I am aiming top White House residents take control as spectral presidents.
Thank you, Mr. Music. Thank you, Mr. Doyle. It's great to see faux pas news running this debate rather than one of those mainstream media outlets. Hello, everyone. I'm Donald Mumps, aka Disco Inferno, a great New York tune.
Yeah.
What? The transfer from Philadelphia? What a bunch of losers. Anyway, anybody with eyes and ears can see that I'm the only stud in this race. None of these clowns up here could measure up to me in any kind of dick fight. And you know, and I'm telling you know, speaking of dick fights, you know, rock, break, scissors all night long, you know what I mean? And hot, you know where I come from, we're boiling and oiling at 666 degrees all day and all night. And I'm talking Celsius, baby. The only thing cold down there is a constant flow of Primo Mumps brand beer. But anyway, all you gotta do is remember my campaign slogan, and that is, D-Mumps trumps all these chumps. Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you. And thank you for joining us for it. Good evening, fellow Americans. As you can tell, I recently changed my hairstyle, and that is due to me realizing that Bill actually really loves brunettes. I'm Hillary Bitton. If elected president, I will bite back in defense of this great nation of ours. If ISIS strikes, I will bite their heads off. If Iran goes nuclear, I will bite the uranium yellow cake tubes. If there's be a domestic act of terrorism, I will bite their heads off too, even if I have to go to the local Waffle House to make it so. I will be tough on crime, and I'll bite anyone that says otherwise. But most importantly, if I ever touch my husband, well, you know, I'll bite that too. If elected, I will make Dracula's birthday a national holiday. If elected, I will haunt the Kremlin. If elected, I will let the undead vote. If elected, I will ban the sale of shotguns. If you've ever seen The Walking Dead, you'll understand what I'm saying. If elected, I will email you my top secret strategy for the defense global for the top secret strategies to defeat global terrorism on the public list server from the New York Public Library. If elected, I will hire a male Calvin Klein model as my personal assistant. That's not for you, that's for me. If elected, I will fight for you, America, against the forces of evil, up to, but not including the Real Housewives of LA. If elected, I will restore moral leadership to the party by always bringing a bottle of Spumante to every cabinet meeting. Please vote for me, Hillary Bitton.
If elected, we, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, we will bring back archaic science and enigmatic genius to the White House.
Yes.